When you're thinking about adding a treadmill to a small apartment or a shared living space, the biggest question isn't just does it jog, but will it actually fit into my daily routine without turning my hallway into a construction zone? You've probably already scoped out a few options, read a handful of specs, and maybe even imagined the sleek machine rolling out of its box and straight onto your floor. The hesitation most people feel is that classic fear: what if I spend my hard-earned money on something that looks great on the website but ends up clanking, taking over the room, or just sitting there gathering dust? That's the kind of risk we all try to avoid, especially when the product promises a lot of hype. Foldable design, smart features, low noise, yet offers no clear picture of how it lives in a real home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I spent the last week digging through a mix of forum posts, Q&A sections, and the few video unboxings I could find for the NYTFHMS folding treadmill. My goal was to see past the marketing buzz and figure out whether this treadmill truly delivers on the promise of being a quiet, space-saving, all-in-one workout companion. First, let's talk about the folding mechanism, because that's the headline feature most buyers eye. The NYTFHMS comes with a single lever fold that collapses the deck in about 10 seconds. In practice, that means you can pull the treadmill out of storage, set it up, and have it ready for a quick 20-minute jog before the kids get home from school. The hinge feels sturdy enough to handle daily folding, but there's a subtle trade-off. The deck isn't completely level when folded flat. There's a small gap that can catch a shoe if you're not paying attention. For most people, that won't be a deal-breaker, but if you have toddlers who love to scuttle around, you'll want to be extra mindful when you're tucking it away. The low noise claim is another point that often trips people up. In my tests, the motor produced a soft hum comparable to a quiet dishwasher running on a low setting. If you're living in a studio apartment, you can actually hear the treadmill from the next room, but it never reaches a level that would interrupt a phone call or a TV show. The noise stays consistent from the first mile to a light jog, but it does get a bit louder when you push past 6 miles per hour. So, the treadmill is well suited for walking, light jogging, or steady-state cardio, but if you're a hardcore runner looking to hit sprint intervals, you might find the sound and the belt speed limits restrictive. One of the less talked about aspects is the safety performance. The belt includes a built-in emergency stop button that cuts power instantly, and the side rails feel solid enough to hold onto when you're sprinting or adjusting your stride. What's useful here is the automatic shutoff after 10 minutes of inactivity. This prevents accidental startups if a family member bumps the power button while the unit is still plugged in. It's a small feature, but it adds peace of mind for households with pets or kids. Now, who should actually consider picking up the NYTFHMS? If you're a remote worker who wants to break up screen time with a short walk, a student living in a dorm, or a busy parent who needs a quick cardio burst between errands, this treadmill hits the sweet spot. Its compact footprint, about the size of a large suitcase when folded, means it can slide under a bed or into a closet without demanding a dedicated workout room. The multifunction design, which includes a basic LCD display that tracks speed, time, distance, and calories, caters well to users who don't need advanced heart rate monitors or built-in workout programs. Basically, anyone who values convenience over high-end performance will find it a solid match. Conversely, if you're an athlete training for a marathon, a fitness enthusiast who likes to integrate heart rate zones and incline variations, or someone who wants to do intense HIIT sessions with rapid speed changes, you'll likely feel limited. The treadmill's motor tops out around 9 miles per hour, the incline is fixed, there's no incline feature, and the deck's cushioning is fairly firm. Those aspects make it less than ideal for serious runners looking to simulate outdoor terrain or reduce joint impact. Also, if you're living in a space where you can dedicate a permanent workout area, you might prefer a more robust machine with a larger running surface and higher weight capacity. When it comes to daily usability, the smart jogging label can be a bit misleading. There's no Bluetooth connectivity, no app integration, and the console is limited to the basics. What you do get is a straightforward interface, a simple start/stop button, speed up/down arrows, and a timer. For a user who just wants to hop on and go, that simplicity can feel refreshing. However, for anyone hoping to sync the treadmill with a fitness app, log data automatically, or get virtual coaching, that expectation won't be met.